Ջիպոզը գուլշեմատմյուրը բուանխլատ սենտրալურ տատամիզը իսկება მეუլეთი შეხვედრა. ვაჟების 73 კილოგრამ წონადი კატეგორია. ლურჯი ჯუდობით ასპარეზობს ვალტერი ოლინი, ფინეთი. Ketri Judovit, Londonis Olimpიური თამაშების ჩემპიონი, მსოფლიო ჩემპიონი, ევროპის ჩემპიონი, Lasha SHAVDATUASHVILI, საქართველო.
How is possible? You need to make this. Come on, fight to them. There's no line. All good. Here. Sleep, not hey. Boy, go. All good. Come on, last one. Yes. Now comes the test, let's go. Yes. Hey, sleep. Come on.
The victory winner in
Yeah, more aggressive, Levasa. Up, okay, it's okay. You can do this, just the same. Hey, battery. Come on. Good.
The Mediterranean contest is under 57 kilo. In Judo in Croatia to Rabotash. In white representing Slovenia, Evgenia Krajc. Tatami, one winner in blue judo from Germany, Judo.
Come on. No, you want me. Yes, but you need to you need to win this. Come on. First, this you need to win. Come on. Then you go. Come on. Always this. Come on. Sleep.
Tatami won his contest, the second round, men under 73 in blue. Joshua Green representing Ireland. White representing Great Britain, Ethan Nairn.
Valtteri, all good. Come on, come on. Valtteri. Valtteri, you want more. Just do the same thing. You need, hey, Valtteri. Then we'll go. Not without this. Come on.
Tatami today's contest, third round, main number 73 kg. მეორე tatami, მესამე წლის შეხვედრა ვაჟების 73 კილოგრამი. Tatami-ზეა ლაშა შავდათულაშვილი საქართველო. კრავის გამო მისი მიტოქე უჩან დორს უმიდრესკუ ვერას პარაზოს ამ შეხვედრაში გამარჯვებული ლაშა შავდათულაშვილი. Ალბათონებო და ბატონებო, ცენტრალურ ტატამიზე ახლა იწყება მეოთხე ფინალი ვაჟთა-შორის 73 კილოგრამ ზონის კატეგორიაში. ქედრე ჯილუგით ასპარეზობს ოლიმპიური ჩემპიონი, მსოფლიო ჩემპიონი, ევროპის ჩემპიონი ლაშა შავდათულაშვილი საქართველო. ლურჯი ჯუდოებით 2021 წლის ევროპის ჩემპიონი აკი ჯაკოვა, კოსოვო.
SHAVDATUASHVILI, winner representing Serbia, Lasha, Perisic to semi-final. Next quarter-final will be Sunday, 27th Judo. Judo representing Serbia, in white hands and France, all people to world medalist. SHAVDATUASHVILI.
არის იმპონი ბუნდესლიგაში მეოთხე ფინალში გამარჯვებული ლაშა შავდათუაშვილი საქართველო. In the final, Oberan for bronze. Tatami one next semi-final, men under 73 kilo. ძირფოთი შემოგვიურებულ ახლა პირველ ტატამიზე იწყება ნახევარფინალი. ვაჟები 73 კილოგრამ დონითი კატეგორია. ლურჯი ჯუდოებით ასპარეზობს ლონდონის ოლიმპიური თამაშების ჩემპიონი, მსოფლიოს ჩემპიონი, ევროპის ჩემპიონი ლაშა შავდათუაშვილი საქართველო. თეთრი ჯუდოებით მოქმედი მსოფლიო ჩემპიონი, ოლიმპიური პრიზიორი ჟოან ბენჟამანკაბა საფრანგეთი.
такое? Get ready for that. Lasha SHAVDATUASHVILI of Georgia goes up against Hidayat Hidarov of Azerbaijan. It'll be SHAVDATUASHVILI in the white judogi, Hidarov in blue. Let's take a look and see how they got there and if we can get through with the names. Well, for SHAVDATUASHVILI, it was a bye, and then Olin, Dumitrescu, Zhakova, and Gaba. For Hidarov, it was Sapras, Chena, Bulemtafis, and Chiloglu. The referee in the middle for this one is Gostini Balash of Hungary. Sit back and enjoy the action.
Well, this is the final that the crowd has been expecting, and I'm sure that SHAVDATUASHVILI, after seeing the previous win of Etteri Lepreteliani, his compatriot, and he must be more motivated to put on a good show against the Olympic champion Hidayat Hidarov. But it won't be an easy road ahead of him.
I forgot we didn't have another category in between, so Lasha didn't get to hear the anthem first.
Yep.
That's coming up next, by the way.
Yes.
When we have the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category. He's going to have to go out there without the anthem. What you have here is the former Olympic champion against the current Olympic champion. Take your pick.
Well, that's going to be a hard pick. You know, very different styles. And the Georgian, he is a very static, you can say, really likes to control the grips first. And, you know, he needs a little bit of time to warm up. As we have seen throughout the day. Sometimes it takes like 2 penalties before he really starts to attack. Whereas Hidarov is more active, more proactive in searching for the opportunity to throw. And he's not afraid to launch himself into a throw. So very different styles at play here.
Both coaches really animated. Lasha Gujigiani after that first attack was up. Good pressure.
Oh, he's got the arm. He's going to go for it.
He's missed it. He's gone underneath.
Yeah. But he had to be careful because it could have been interpreted as like some kind of wakigatami if he puts pressure on that outstretched arm when they were both on their feet.
Yes, I think there was a suspicion of that, and also you saw Ritter Trautmann as well, the coach for Azerbaijan, you know, hinting at that, but there was no attempt at the throwing action.
Right.
So, but bringing him down using that, and he wasn't pushing the arm up the back. He was putting pressure on the arm, but there was no throwing action attempted there. So, I think that was all in order.
And move your arms, move your arms.
Hidarov just trying to look settled after not an onslaught, but a first good bit of pressure from SHAVDATUASHVILI at the front end of the contest. There he comes again.
Just such a strong grip control.
Oh, other side.
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't the strongest of efforts, and it's given Hidarov an opportunity to work on the ground. But I have to say, he's never struck me as being, you know, Mr. Neerwaza. SHAVDATUASHVILI had a really good go on a couple of occasions on the right side, almost just sitting there for a little bit, trying to set up some kind of makikomi or something. And then when he did put in a big attack, it was that left seotoshi.
Well, these two have fought a total of 4 times before, with Hidarov winning 3 out of their 4 matches.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that.
So this is something SHAVDATUASHVILI is familiar with, and he knows he has to really fight carefully. And that's exactly what he's doing, always hunting for the right hand sleeve. Very disciplined approach, very systematic.
I think the other thing there is that there's a difference in the ages, and a difference in when SHAVDATUASHVILI was at his absolute height.
Yes.
Hidarov was either not around or in a different weight category. Because Hidarov hasn't always competed in this weight category.
I think neither did SHAVDATUASHVILI when he won his Olympic.
No, he was 66.
Yeah, exactly.
But when he moved up to 73, I think it's possible that for a reasonable amount of that time, Hidarov was up at 81. Didn't compete at 81 in order to move out of the way of Rustam Orozhov.
That was a strong competition between those two back then.
And when he was given the shot at the Olympic Games, he came back with the gold medal.
Oh wow, Sasai Tsukumeyashi almost gets countered. Such quick reaction. Here Sasai, and
he couldn't get any turn on the upper part of the body. Even to get that shoulder, we were talking about the target area for the lower end of the Yuko. If he'd got that turned, he would have been in with a chance. 20-odd seconds left to go. It's gone very, very quickly, and for me, SHAVDATUASHVILI has looked the better of the pair. I wonder if Hidarov is just, you know, staying the course, thinking that the more senior of the two is likely to burn out quicker.
well, you know, at 34 and 28, I think this is a little bit difference, but still manageable. I personally wouldn't count on SHAVDATUASHVILI to gas out yet.
No, not yet. I think he's much better. He's much better at going the distance than he was a few years ago. He did used to look gassed very, very quickly. And it's actually Hidarov who, from time to time, has to dig so deep. You think there's no way he's going to come back, and most of the time he does. But he doesn't look that great doing it. He does look a little bit disheveled at times. More tape going flying.
Well, this is really a deserving final between two Olympic champions.
I just don't feel as though SHAVDATUASHVILI has taxed Hidarov too heavily here. That's a nice effort.
Strong Ouchigari.
Yeah.
And you know, the crazy thing is, in this category today, we had 3 Olympic champions, including Fabio Basile.
That's right.
Now, granted, 2 of them, including SHAVDATUASHVILI, were Olympic champions at 66 kilos.
Yeah, he didn't, what they say in another sport about Basile today, he didn't trouble the scorers. Two penalties picked up by Hidarov.
Oh, that was close.
But he needs a single score to win.
That was really close.
Fans on their feet every time SHAVDATUASHVILI attacks.
Buttocks landing. Yeah, no score.
Felt that coming. That Seoinage blocked it.
Well, when SHAVDATUASHVILI won his first Olympic title, Hidarov was only 17 years old. So still a junior, a cadet actually.
Well, SHAVDATUASHVILI was only 18 when he won it. So. But their ages are quite a bit apart, aren't they?
Yeah.
The 34 and
I think that must be
28. There's an error there somewhere.
Yeah.
Who put that up? Can't trust that website.
Well, actually, let me just double check.
2 minutes into golden score and 2 penalties picked up by Hidarov. SHAVDATUASHVILI still in there. I say still in there because at this kind of time, both athletes are going to be exceptionally tired. A single error by either of them will gift the contest to their opponent. Here comes Shav with an arm over the back, decides against it.
Well, it's really hard to find opportunity, you know. As you can see, Hidarov was trying, but he really can't find the right entry.
Trying to get as much air into his lungs as possible. The heat out there must be intense. Open the jacket up just to get some air onto his body to try and cool down. Now has to tidy up. The danger for Hidarov is that he gets shut down and they both get penalized. And that's definitely not what he wants to happen. He's got to really step up here. Those two penalties against him force him to keep going. He can't afford a false attack. He can't afford to step out or be negative. Really under pressure here.
You know, SHAVDATUASHVILI is really doing great to control the gripping and making it nearly impossible for Hidarov to get settled for his attack.
And you can see that Hidarov is beginning to search. He's looking for an opening because he has to. It's in looking for an opening that he may gift SHAVDATUASHVILI a chance.
A string of small attacks. And here he is. I mean, it could be a possibility they can extract the leg.
Got to get the turn right here, SHAVDATUASHVILI.
Just lost it.
Yeah. And you know, Hidarov has got his hand on his head as if to say, there goes my chance. You know, he looked as though he really regretted that. Crowd getting into it now. Some of them up on their feet, cheering and chanting. Coming up to 4 minutes of golden score. Hard to get your hands around the back to tuck your gi, and anyone who does judo knows about that.
Well, very exhausting. Passivity penalty goes to SHAVDATUASHVILI. The first one. Yes, he's managing this fight quite well. Normally he will have 2 by now, judging from the previous matches. But this one he has been more active.
Even that last breather to tidy up the gis gave Hidarov another 20 or 30 seconds.
Well, he's holding on the hand of Hidarov.
He hasn't finished yet. He's a little bit over-ambitious with that. You can see what he's trying to do, but it didn't work out.
There was too much space for the continuation. But now this is where the stamina will come in play, I think.
Bad news for the contestants who are waiting for their contest to come up. They're going to have to wait for a little bit longer. Wants to go over on that right side again. On the belt. He wouldn't have been able to score, by the way, because he'd picked him up from the ground.
Well, it's really very, very serious efforts that they're making. You can hear the Georgians probably shouting for the last penalty.
They just want to have a look at a... No, they're not going to look at it. I thought they wanted to have a look and see if he ducked underneath, but no, Lasha Gujigiani was just being asked to take his seat.
I mean, they're really trying, you know, it's, nobody's being passive. So I don't... This is just a matter of a small mistake by one side or another. Shido.
And a third one. Yeah.
And Hidarov doesn't agree with it. The Georgians, they couldn't be happier. And you can see the relief on SHAVDATUASHVILI's face after 5 minutes and 19 seconds of golden score. Good show of respect.
We haven't finished the contest yet. They're already into it. You know, it's got to hurt a little bit. You're the Olympic champion. You come into the devil's den, if you like, and you have to fight the home favourite, Lasha SHAVDATUASHVILI. You lose, and at the end of it, you've got to hold his hand up. You've got to just suck it up, haven't you? It's a big personality from Hidarov to say,
Right.
all right, I'll take it. And then leave the stage open for SHAVDATUASHVILI to enjoy the moment. European champion at how old?
34 years old, and this is his 15th European Championships participation and his second gold medal.
Well, quite apart from all the individual plaudits that you can soak up and enjoy, the other thing that he's done is to entertain and please the home crowd.
Well, like you said earlier, this is probably the best chance to look for extra funding for judo.
Yeah, I'd be all over him now. Sports Minister. Well, he'll probably have to present one of the medals. He can decide whether he wants to present to Lasha SHAVDATUASHVILI or Ete Lipitiliani. Not every country can have the luxury of being able to choose who to present the gold medal to. 2 gold medals for Georgia today.
That's right. 2 gold medals in one day for the hosting nation. That's not something which happens every day.
Yeah, I guess you'll be hearing Sakatvello, Galmachus all evening now, because the parties will...